Moscow, April 11. For first time in its history, Russia is ready to submit electronic military draft documents in a bid to make it harder for men avoid conscription after the lower house of parliament backs movement. The State Duma, the lower house, supported the necessary legislation with 2 separate votes. Some lawmakers complained that the changes were rushed without giving them sufficient time to review the changes. While the move is part of Moscow's effort to perfect a system it uses to support its military forces in Ukraine, government officials say they currently have no plans to force more people fight in Ukraine. We need to perfect and modernize military call system, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said at a press conference on Tuesday, also recalling the problems experienced in mobilization campaign last year. The decision to mobilize for the first time since World War II prompted tens of thousands of military-aged men to flee abroad, while some protests erupted in many Russian cities and were quickly suppressed. NO Second Movement Peskov rejected suggestions that digitization plans could spark a new wave of panic and emigration among young Russian men who want to avoid fighting in Ukraine. Is not linked to mobilization, he said, repeating previous assurances that there are no plans for a second mobilization wave. Under the current system, men who are targeted by recruiters receive a paper summons to their registered address. Recruiters sometimes have a hard time handing over documents and knowing if they have the right address for a recruit. Under new proposals, summons will be sent electronically to the potential recruit's personal account on main government portal. They are deemed to have been delivered as soon as they are delivered electronically. According to legislation, citizens who do not come to military service branch after receiving electronic notification will be automatically banned from leaving country. A notification is deemed received from moment it is placed on personal account. A person responsible for military service, Andrei Kartopolov, chairman of Defense Committee Russian Parliament, said on television. Last year, the Kremlin promised correct mistakes the first mobilization campaign, in which men ineligible for conscription due to age or medical conditions were called upon to fight Ukraine.